Whoa! Welcome to Wrestle Cram. This is your boy, your host with the most, but humble. I do mean humble. D Nostra Novice, aka Derek. I am here. And this is the go home show for Monday Night Raw to Hell in a Cell. I will have the prediction show. Hopefully, I'll. Oh my goodness! I think I'll have 3 shows Friday. The way it's looking, because we got all of the Raw matches, but we got none of the SmackDown matches. So apparently, we're gonna get all of the SmackDown matches for Friday. So after Friday Night SmackDown, I'm gonna hold off on Rampage. Now I'm gonna do Rampage, but I'm gonna do the SmackDown review, and after I do the SmackDown review, I'm gonna go right into the prediction show for Hell in a Cell. After that, I will still do the Rampage show. It'll be a little later on that night, but I will do the Rampage show after the my prediction show for Hell in a Cell. First and foremost, how's everybody doing? And happy Memorial Day to everybody out there. Just a great holiday. I actually had to go to work today, so I grilled a little bit of hamburgers. Nice, huge, mutated hamburgers I packed. And I did a great job with those when I got home after work. And then after that, I went straight into the Raw. I actually saw Raw live today, which is incredibly creepy, but I did watch it. Not creepy the show, just creepy that I actually had the opportunity to watch Raw live. Other than that, after the end of this show, you will find out what my 2 cents will be about on Thursday. Also, I think that is it. I did a review of AEW Double or Nothing. Shout out to the new champion, CM Punk. And that is on the page. That's on the channel as well. Go watch that. Thought I did a great job. Give your shout outs or whatnot as well. I try to, if you do a comment, I try to respond or give hearts out to anybody who gives a comment. Much love to y'all. But one more thing before we start. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. If you think it's above and beyond liking, give me a sub. If you think that is awesomeness upon awesomeness after you gave me that sub, hit that notification bell. I do 5 core shows every single week. Let's go ahead and get into the review. It was a up and down show, but it wasn't a bad show, not by a long shot. It was a very interesting show. I would have changed some matches in the card, to kind of make it a little better. But I kind of would have had the Tommaso Ciampa versus Mustafa Ali first, because it was kind of more of a high-flying type match. I would have had that match first before I had the Becky Lynch come out. But let's talk. Let's talk about it first, from top to bottom. So Becky Lynch came out, and she was talking about that, she just needed the opportunity to be in the match, and as soon as she's in it, she's guaranteeing that she's going to win. Out come Asuka. She's still calling her a crybaby, and that nobody can defeat Asuka. Asuka, if you don't know, was on the shelf. She was on medical leave for quite some time until she finally came back, I think a month ago. Then out comes Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair still not happy with the kick that Asuka gave her last week. So the first match was Bianca Belair versus Asuka, and Becky Lynch was on commentary. Now, before the match even started, Bianca started attacking Asuka, and no, I'm sorry, Becky Lynch attacked Asuka, and Asuka started attacking Becky Lynch. They kind of jumped Becky Lynch until they started pulling. Bianca started pulling Asuka off of her to attack, and it kind of went into, now we're going to have this fight. The fight was already announced, but now it goes into the actual fight itself. It was not the best fight that I've seen with Bianca. I don't know if they don't know how to coexist as of right now. The match was it was really botchy. Um, I usually see a lot of Bianca a little better than this, but Asuka is more of a strong style type wrestler, so hers is mostly striking. So I want to see how this match, this triple threat, is going to be at Hell in a Cell. But Bianca Belair did win with a roll up. God, I need to start editing because I'm gonna start putting roll up counts on, because a lot of these matches on today's show consist of roll up wins. I mean, goodness gracious, Simon from Watch Culture. It is truly the most devastating move in sports entertainment. Because wow. But I digress. Becky Lynch, there was a very long match as well. They were both kind of tired out, so Becky Lynch did come back in and attack both women and stood tall. You already know me, stand tall math, guarantee Becky's not going to win. But we'll talk about that Friday. After that, we had a Chad Gable and Elias video package from 2 weeks ago. No, from last week, where Elias actually got the win, finally got the win over Chad Gable. They just had a video package. After that, we got the Mysterios and Elias. I'm sorry. I'm starting to go crazy. Y'all. Crazy alert. I'm starting to go crazy right now. But no, it was Ezekiel. So it was the Mysterios versus Ezekiel. No, it was Ezekiel and the Mysterios versus Kevin Owens and Alpha Academy. I actually saw a lot of offense from Ezekiel finally. Even the matches that I've seen before, I haven't seen a lot of offense. He has some really nice moves. I like the little tilt-a-whirl power bomb. And he does win with a twisting brain buster onto Chad Gable to pin him again to actually win. Of course, Kevin Owens is still going batshit crazy. He is still completely, he's just upset. He is the new Sami Zayn of Raw with these conspiracy theories. So I would like to see that match as well between Elias and Kevin Owens at Hell in a Cell as well. After that, we got a Miz and Cody, a Miz and Cody video package from last week as well, where they were just going over the match where he lost, and they attacked him and jumped him. And, Cody's just and after that, Cody comes out. He does a promo. The promo consists of where his mentor, one of his trainers, when he came into the WWE, Seth Rollins, was his late father, Dusty Rhodes. And I will tell you. I mean, I didn't know how great Dusty was. I had to look at some of his matches. There's a match that I want y'all to see. It's Dusty versus Ted DiBiase. It is a great match, y'all. It's a lot of great Dusty Rhodes matches. I liked it, the Dusty versus Ric Flair, but Dusty versus Ted DiBiase was really good. I promise you, go watch that match. It's really good. I actually put like on the cool because like before I go back into the review itself, me and a really close friend of mine, we talked about just a lot of stuff Saturday during no Sunday during AEW as well, and we talked about, and I just brought up Dusty, and when I tell you that Dusty was in my top 50 after watching a lot of his matches, I catapulted him to the top 20 because he's just that good. He is that good, I promise you. It's creepy how good Dusty was and why he didn't get that belt in WWE. But I digress. Let's go back. So Cody was just saying that he had a lot of potential. He had a lot of respect for Seth, but when they get into that Hell in a Cell, it is going to be all that's going to be out the door. It's going to be one-on-one, me and you, and I'm going to beat the living crap out of you. Out comes Seth Rollins, who I promise you gave one of the best promos I've ever seen Seth Rollins say. He talks about AEW a little bit. He doesn't say AEW per se, but he does talk about AEW and how he used the sledgehammer and we're going to get rid of this crazy nightmare. He tells him straight up, look, I don't like you. I can't stand you. I'm going to get rid of you one way or another. So Cody gets back on the mic and said, well, I mean, we talking, but if you want to go now, we can go. So what happened, 15 minutes of just them brawling back and forth. Cody grabs Seth, runs him directly into the barricade, breaking the barricade. Officials come in, break them up. They get away from the officials. They start attacking each other again. They grab Cody. They take Cody to the backstage. He comes back from the backstage, and they are attacking each other. If this isn't the main event at Hell in a Cell, I don't know what craziness. Because this match is going to be probably the best match of the night. Every single match they've had have been just A1 matches. So I guarantee 5-star match. Hands down, it was a great encounter that made the show. That was one of the best things that was on the show by far. Best thing on the show. So after that, we got an Alexa Bliss and Doudrop match. It was pretty much copy and paste with Nikki Cross. She wins with a Twisted Bliss. That's it. That was kind of it, y'all. It was just a lot of filler. So after that, we got we had the what happened last week with Bobby Lashley and MVP, where Bobby, if they won, the stipulation was whoever won gets the stipulation in the Hell in a Cell. He did win. MVP did win by countout. So his stipulation was a triple threat match. Not triple threat. A 2-on-1 handicap match between them. After that, we're going to get a contract signing. That is the main event. There's the contract signing between Bobby Lashley, MVP, and Amos. I would have put that somewhere in the middle. I don't know why they had that as the main event. But after that, we got Miz TV, and his guest was the Street Profits. Try saying that 5 times fast. It was, quite frankly, where they're just giving out the card as of right now to Hell in a Cell, and we got shenanigans from the 24/7 division. Tamina actually pins to win against Dana Brooke. Tozawa pins Tamina to win, and they actually end that right there. That was it. That was it. So, after that, they showed 2 weeks ago with the Veer and the Veer versus Mustafa Ali. Mustafa Ali as the Miz being the referee. And they did win with the help of. I mean, Veer didn't even need the help, but they got with the help of Theory and the Miz, they got the selfie. So after that, we got we had Austin Theory there, but we had Tommaso Ciampa versus Ali. If Ali wins, he gets a future title shot opportunity. The match was very short due to the fact that Theory interfered in the match, and he tells Theory that, hey, your future title shot will be right now. So they actually have a match. It was a pretty decent match, but Mustafa was still kind of injured from the Tommaso Ciampa match. He had 2 matches back to back. He did do a beautiful, beautiful tornado DDT, but Theory did win with that inverted go to sleep. It's called the A-Town Down, and he does win. Out comes Adam Pearce. Adam Pearce says Vince McMahon thinks that was pretty cool, but at Hell in a Cell, you will be defending that title again against Mustafa Ali at 100%. Austin Theory was okay with that. So we will have that match at Hell in a Cell as well. Can't wait to see that match as well. I'm a huge fan of Theory, and I'm a huge fan of Mustafa Ali as well. After that, we get the Usos versus Shinsuke Nakamura and Riddle. If Shinsuke and Riddle win, they do get a future title shot for the unification belts. It was a pretty decent match. They did kind of single out Riddle again, working the body of Riddle. Shinsuke finally comes in. There's a beautiful Kinshasa on Jimmy, pinning him, but they kicked out. After that, a lot of more shenanigans. But at the end of the match, Jay grabs the scooter, attacking Riddle with it, which makes a disqualification. So it gives them the opportunity for that. But it is more fighting after that. And on top of that, Riddle does a top rope RKO onto Jay. Really crazy spot. It was, like I said, it was a good match. It was a good match. So we will see if that match will be at Hell in a Cell as well. After that, we get a 3-week ago thing from Judgment Day, just leading up to what's going on. They did announce, just like I told you, they did announce that it's going to be a triple threat intergender match. Judgment Day versus AJ Styles, Finn Balor, and Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan fights Rhea Ripley again. It's a better match. Rhea Ripley did win with another most devastating move in sports entertainment, a roll-up, winning the match. The match was okay, but at the end it was a little bit better. I mean, the thing is, the heels got everything in. The faces got everything in. Edge was not there today. So, AJ does a phenomenal forearm. Finn Balor does the coup de grace. Liv Morgan goes from the top rope, does a missile drop kick onto Rhea Ripley. They stand tall. So, after that, we get a promo in the back where he interviews, one of the people interview Mustafa Ali, and he's saying, well, I'm going to give it my all. I'm going to walk out as the champion. But out comes Theory again, beating the crap out of him and getting one more selfie before they go to the main event, the handicap match contract signing. They do sign. A lot of hate amongst one another. MVP Bobby called him his friend. MVP called him his brother. Like, man, it was just love there. It was just so much back and forth. So it's like, hey, we don't have to wait until Hell in a Cell. Let's go ahead and do it now. So they had enhancement talent or security all around the ring already. So they already said, let's do this. and the security comes in. Bobby throws everybody out. Omos throws everybody out. So it's just them two going back and forth. But we get Cedric Alexander. He attacks him on the low, and that gives them the time for Omos and MVP to attack one another. It was really crazy. So Bobby does get his hands on Cedric Alexander first, throwing him out. And Omos, they get the best of Bobby again. Omos goes out, gets a table, sets it up, and he goes for a bulldog, but Bobby pushes him and does a spear onto the table, through the table on Omos. I mean, it was a pretty decent ending, a Fade to Black ending. But I would have put that kind of toward the middle of the. I would have put that toward the middle, and I would have put like the Liv Morgan. I would have put that a match at the end, that Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley match. That should have been kind of the last thing. They both stood tall at the end. Also, they did do a like a 10-minute segment on Memorial Day as well. But we didn't get one person that they talked about. We didn't get the American lady. We didn't get her. They said she was going to premiere this Monday. She didn't premiere. Lacey Evans. We didn't get Lacey Evans this go around, which was kind of weird to me. We didn't get that. So I'm guessing she's going to premiere on SmackDown, or they might give her a match at Hell in a Cell with a jobber or whatnot. But other than that, the Go Home show was up and down. Mostly up. You know, I could have lived without the Alexa Bliss and Doudrop match. All of the other segments as well. But I understand the segments this go around, so I won't gripe on it that much because it's actually showed a story. And all of those video packages that we saw, we actually had a story where it went to a match at Hell in a Cell. So I did bitch a lot about it last Monday, but it made sense, and I will put egg on my face. I respect the video packages, what they did this go around, because it actually told a story and made the story into a match at Hell in a Cell. So I do respect that. What else can I say? That was about it. I mean, we didn't see the tribal chief. We didn't see him Monday. We didn't see him Friday. Like, we're not seeing the unified champion. We haven't seen him. Like, what is going on? Like, I know that the dirt sheets are saying that, you know, he's doing less. He's moving toward, I guess, retirement. Or he's trying to pull a Rock where, you know, he's doing less shows and he's leaning more toward the movies or the show type aspect. And I'm cool with that. But, man, like, I just want... We want to see the champion or whatnot. He doesn't have to do anything. I just want to see him and show, you know... But, like, I don't understand that. It doesn't make any sense to me. But, you know... Other than that, you know, I'm done bitching. Like, share, subscribe, all that good jazz. I will have the SmackDown show review first. After that, in the middle, because I'm having 3 shows on Friday. There'll be the SmackDown prediction, then AEW Rampage. Okay, but pause for, you know. Anyway, so I will. Let's talk about my 2 cents. What I'm gonna talk about. Okay, Tony Khan said, and I talked about it on my second episode of Dirt Sheet Roundup, where MJF and him are having beef, but it's okay to have that, and it's cool to have those intertwined with the actual story of MJF. Here's why I think and I will talk about this in depth, kayfabe should still be somewhere in wrestling in a whole. Why I think kayfabe should be in a whole, it should be somewhere still a rule in the wrestling world. Okay, that's what I'm gonna talk about. Until then, I will see y'all Wednesday for AEW Dynamite. And until then, y'all, love, peace, and of course, wrestling.